Hey, hey. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday. Thanks for coming. Becky, first in chat. Appreciate that. Scarf Mommy, hello. So did you guys figure out your Halloween costume over the weekend? There we go. Yeah, so I got some straggler Halloween costume ideas for you. In case those Google Trend ones weren't your speed. I got some other ones. Also thought we could talk about what's the most popular, what's your favorite Halloween candy? And then also I've got some a couple of weird stories about why you should trust your instincts and your first impression. So won't be too long today, hopefully. Oh, Becky, not dressing up this year. Well, you got the kids, I guess you can kind of channel your Halloween spirit into them and help them with their costume. But yeah, so all right, so these Halloween costume ideas I found. One I thought was kind of funny was the Stanley Cup, which is, I guess pretty topical. It's been like insane this year, so you could pick kind of what cup you're gonna dress as. I don't know. There's some weird like Amazon Stanley Cup Halloween costumes, but that's another one I feel like you could make yourself and maybe just carry a Stanley Cup that's the same color. Done, and that's a good one. That's a good one. Caitlin Clark, kind of a cop-out, but another easy one. Very topical. I was talking about hockey. No, not that Stanley Cup. You could dress as that Stanley Cup too. Like the big trophy. I didn't think about that. Yes. But yeah, I meant the viral coffee thermos Stanley Cup. It's been around for decades, but certain group has just latched onto it, and they've become just immensely popular. The past couple of years, it is pretty wild. There's a whole TikTok subset just dedicated to accessorizing the Stanley Cup. Maybe we can talk about that in a future video. I've got some I'm still getting the hurricane stuff together, so I was thinking we could do that on Friday. But also online, a lot of the sites were suggesting like Usher and Alicia Keys or Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce as like a couple's costume, which I mean, I guess yeah, that's pretty easy if you have the jerseys already. And Tanya from White Lotus stuck out to me. I thought that one was really funny. You guys know who that is? Jennifer Coolidge. She is hilarious. So you could definitely play that up and probably be the only one at your Halloween party with that costume. But yeah, so I was thinking talk about the most popular Halloween candies. And as expected, I did some research on this, and it is pretty far and away Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. I mean, come on, that's a tough one to beat. But let's see here. So all of this yellow here in this map, that's Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. That's where they're the most popular. But they've got like a top 10 list. and I'm not gonna drag it out. You can just look at it, but I expected the Reese's to be in the top, but I was not expecting this weird top 10 list. Okay, Gushers tropical flavored fruit flavored snacks. Number 2, Gushers. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a kid anymore, so I don't know. I don't know what's good, but Twix, Snickers, Nerds, but specifically, it's the Nerds Sweet and Tangy Gummy Cluster Candy. And if you've never... Pumpkin tastes the best. I like Milky Way Midnight. Okay, yeah, Milky Way Midnight is really good. I don't know if kids... Do kids like dark chocolate? Gushers. Yeah, Gushers, I mean, you know, to each their own. But yeah, so these Nerds gummy clusters, I don't know how they're number 5. I've had these things before. It should be illegal. Like, it is so... They're delicious. But, you know, definitely way too much sugar going on in that thing. They taste crazy. But I'm sure kids would love them. And then, you know, Kit Kat, Trolley, Mike and Ike, M&M's. But Airhead Extreme Sour Belts, I was not familiar with. I don't know what a sour belt is. I do know what Airheads are, so maybe it's something like that. Crooked Orchid, hello. Thank you for coming. We're talking Halloween candy and maybe other stuff. But yeah, so then let's see what this other article said here. Oh, this one was just another, like, one of those, like, this is the most popular one in your state. It's basically, like, the same thing as this, I guess. But, for some reason, there's a few outliers in here, but those Nerd gummy clusters, they're taking over, you know? They're definitely capturing some real estate, some market share rather, from Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. But yeah, so if you're stocking up, getting ready for trick or treat, bottom line is Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, Gushers, Twix, Snickers, and these terrible Nerds sweet and tangy gummy cluster candy things. They're delicious. I'm just saying, there's something going on in there. It should be illegal. I don't know. It's like probably full of chemicals, but that's just my opinion. Don't sue me. But yeah. So I'll tell a quick story from my personal life. I was going to Kroger. Lemon Heads all day. Okay, Lemon Heads, man, I haven't had those in forever. Those things are delicious. I didn't know they even still sold those. See, I think a kid would be happy if they got Lemon Heads in there. Who's eating Mike and Ike in 2024? Right? Yes. How did that even get on the list? It's number 8. It's number 8. How? What kind of self-respecting list are we talking about here? Now, I feel like this is all just survey stuff. I don't think this is actually, like, based on sales data, but it'd be interesting to see what the winners were if you just delete Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, because it's kind of an outlier. Everybody loves that. So if you took that out of the mix, I wonder what kind of shakeup that's going to give us on this map. Why are those strawberry candies that Grandma used to have not on the list? Right? Yeah, those things, man. Oh, I could eat 100 of them. I remember those. Yes. Yeah. I don't know how you get Mike and Ike's at number 8. And you got number 2 is Gushers. What? I feel like Snickers is number 2. It's got to be. And like Twix and Kit Kat, they're right up there. But M&M's Peanut too. Like that's the best M&M that made it on there. I don't know. I like all the M&Ms. I don't discriminate, but I feel like the regular one might be more popular. I don't know. Yeah, see, they are better than Mike and Ike, right? But yeah, so if you're headed out to get Halloween candy, it looks like chocolate and sour are both good. Can't go wrong with either one. But yes, so I was headed to Kroger. Well, I probably shouldn't have said the place I was going, but anyways, it doesn't really matter. I was going to the grocery store, and it was Necco's. Yeah, Necco wafers. Man, I can't do the Necco wafers. Or okay, give me a Pez. See, core memory unlocked, you know? And the little character on the top, and you pop the little thing out, load those up. The Pez dispenser was really the best part of the Pez. But yeah, I was going to Kroger, and I just needed a couple things. They were, I don't know, it was dark, but like they weren't close to close or anything. It was like 8 o'clock probably. And all I needed was like yogurt and milk and one other thing also in the refrigerated area. So it was like all in this one section of the store. So went to the first aisle right by the yogurt, and there's this dude acting weird, like right next to me. Just like strange body language, and he was between me and another guy in the aisle, and it just was like he kept looking at both of us strangely. He also had like a COVID type face mask on, like a cloth one, but it was blue, the same color as the grocery store associates wear. So I assume he like works at the store. He's like maybe restocking the shelf or whatever. So I thought, I don't know why, but for a second I thought he was gonna try and fight me. It just, his stance was really strange. And he's like way younger guy, real skinny. I didn't know what was gonna happen. So went to the next aisle, trying to just get away from the guy. I grabbed the milk, and I turn around to go up the aisle, and there's this guy again, right in my face. And I'm like, what is going on? And then I think, like, maybe he works here and he thinks that I'm like trying to steal or something. I don't know. So that's the conclusion I came to. So I got mad and I was like, fine, this place doesn't deserve my business. I got the milk and the yogurt, and I just went to leave, right? And as I'm walking out, this guy's following me up the aisle the whole way. But then when we get to the front, he goes to, like, there's self-checkouts at each end of the front of the store. And he went to the one bank that was closed. So I'm like, okay, this guy works here, whatever, just being a little overzealous. I check out and leave. And then I go up the street to another grocery store to get the rest of the stuff I needed, because I wasn't gonna go home empty-handed because of that guy. But yeah, so then I decided, you know what? I'm gonna call that manager over there. I'm not that type to like call stores ever. I never call and complain, but I was just like, I was mad because I go there a lot, and I just felt, felt weird. It was a weird situation, and I still didn't quite know what to make of it. So I wanted to, before I got mad at Kroger and say, why you guys profiling me? I thought maybe, I'll call him back and just make sure. I call this manager, tell her exactly what happened, and she goes, oh yeah, I saw you. She's like, that guy doesn't work here. I was like, oh. She's like, yeah, he's lurking around the registers just like you said. He's over in that other area. I've actually just called the police. I was like, oh, okay. Wow. So I still didn't get the full story as to what this guy's deal was or what he was trying to do. But as I cruised back by on my way home, there's the police at the Kroger. I'm like, okay. So, I was trying to be, just kind and not presumptive of the guy. But I could tell like it was weird body language, like weird interaction was happening, and I didn't quite know what it was, or I couldn't put my finger on it. But I should have trusted my first instinct because it was correct, and that guy was doing something weird, and he didn't work at the store. And I kind of was mad at myself because I'm like, there's only 4 people working at the store right now. Like, he could have done something, and I noticed and didn't say anything about it because I was worried about offending him or whatever. Well, I learned my lesson there, but I think someone who apparently is a pro at filtering out the riffraff is Doja Cat. Okay, you gotta hear this Doja Cat story. Oh, Lord have mercy. This is a tale of someone posting something on social media where they thought they were gonna get, just I guess like overwhelming support for whatever was happening, but yeah, it totally backfired. It is brutal. The comments are just brutal. Somehow I screenshotted all this because I was like, when it was happening, I was like, okay, there is no way that this stuff doesn't get deleted by Monday, right? Okay, no. I mean, yeah, it is still up. So let's take a look at this. I'm not going to share the first line because he says something that we can't talk about on YouTube. But I'm definitely, first of all, I'm definitely not going to read through this whole thing because it is an essay. Okay, it's an essay. Oh, thank you, KO. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was weird. Okay, so this is like this person is ranting about their treatment after winning a contest that had something to do with Airbnb and Doja Cat. Okay, so this person is the levels. KO says the levels of unhinged people is amazing. Becky says people love to say something and then delete it. Yes, exactly. And this person probably should have deleted this. It's like that meme, like, the best time to delete this is now or whatever. Yeah, you definitely. I can't believe that this has lasted on Al Gore's internet for more than 24 hours, but here we are, okay? This is posted, the original, was posted at 12 a.m. on the dot on the 27th. So, yeah, absolutely unhinged. Meech, how's it going? Glad you're here. You're here in time for this insane unhinged story, okay? So this person is complaining. Please elaborate to me why I was allowed to win this contest. And I discussed my Stan account and being blocked by her in my application, and it was approved by your Icon staff just for them to kick me out of the event. Okay, already, you guys, you need some context in here, I feel like. If you don't know Doja Cat, I can't help you, but, so they got at Doja Cat and at Airbnb, like so messy right in the beginning of this whole this whole thing. So they won a contest, but then they're referencing a Stan account, okay? And when you know when someone has a Stan account, I don't have anything bad to say about them. Please don't come after me. But they're a certain type of person, okay? So this person, I think is a super fan of Doja Cat, but their screen name is about Ariana Grande. I spent hundreds on bus tickets, merch, an Airbnb, Ubers, and more just to partake in an opportunity that would have been a dream experience for me. If at any time being blocked was a red flag, you shouldn't have allowed me to spend hundreds on this trip. As if, I mean, this person needs to understand there's rules when you have a contest, okay? When you're giving something away, there's a ton of rules, and they can't just take a winner and exclude them without some serious reasons for that, and they had them, okay? So this person says, I read through the entire 11 pages of the Airbnb Icons rules, and I followed every additional one that came from Doja's team, just for the Icon staff to come up with new ones at the check-in area. Okay, so this person, they were planning to go to this Doja Cat Airbnb Icons event. I have no idea what that is. It's an event, okay? And Doja Cat's people were right at the front, and they were like, listen, you are not coming in here. No, there's no way. We still don't know why this person was blocked by Doja Cat, okay? But for some reason, being blocked means you can't get into these fan events either, even if you win a contest or something. So I guess that's why this person thought, everybody's going to be on my side because clearly I'm a victim and I was wronged. I won this contest and they took it away from me, you know. So they post the rules from this event, you know. It's a lot of stuff in there. You can read it if you want. But it's basically like, don't bring your phone. Drive yourself, or you can redeem an Uber discount voucher, blah blah blah. It's just like, you know, logistics for the event. Here's how you get here, don't bring your phone. Things to note, it being said that tote bags were allowed, but they confiscated my tote. Okay, this tote, apparently this tote was like a whole suitcase, okay? First of all, just a side note there. It did not mention that gifts, letters, and getting autographs weren't allowed. But when I brought my stuff, not only did they confiscate it, but they also read the letter that I wrote for Doja. Okay? And this is where we get into the terrifying part of this. Because, let's see. My bag had already been searched by another security team before somebody confiscated it. There was confusion on the rules, but apparently this person brought a full-on, like, enormous, like, suitcase thing with all these items. I don't know. They wanted to show to Doja Cat, I guess. I think there was like a meet and greet type of segment in this event. Jelly, hey, thank you for coming. Okay, so the bag had already been searched. This is my letter in full. Now this whole time, this person has changed their kind of title thing, so it's pretty obvious now that this is a person named Steven, but I thought that this was a girl. This whole like thing, like the entire thing, until until the face reveal, which, oh my god, it's insane. Totally unsuspected. I did not know what I was gonna see here, but you know, the pink ink alone is unhinged. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. This is, if you're Doja Cat and you get this letter from a fan. Now, I get her being upset that the security team like read this ahead of time, but like that's their job. They're like filtering people out to protect the celebrity. So I'm not gonna go through this whole letter, but she basically says, or sorry, Steven, basically says that you know, they're a huge fan of Doja Cat, and they are also into music and songwriting themselves, and just kind of explaining, you know, why they're such a big fan of her, I guess. But I mean, you know, kind of could have done it, I think, in a different way. And then this is the end here. So there's the sign, the signature, Steven. And then right there when he says he puts his Twitter handle and it says, "Please unblock me." I totally wrote this in hot pink for no reason, LOL. I go to UC Berkeley and I wanted to give you something from here, so I went with the tote bag. Okay, so I guess the tote bag is one of the things that they wanted to give to Doja Cat. Doja Cat, okay, she does not need your gifts. Steven needs to be on the domestic terrorist list right now. Yeah, oh, you don't even know. This is... You guys, really, I'm only scratching the surface, okay? I'm just telling you the surface level basic scoop on this. If you want a deep dive in here, it is a read. It is wild. And the comments, oh Lord have mercy. That's where I have all the information, okay? The comments give you a lot of context. KO says, "Please unblock me, take away his phone." Yes, right. Dude, so that is terrifying. Meech says, "Take it away." Yes. So absolutely. It is just absolutely the pink ink alone is a problem. So here's some more cope. They were mad about the part I wrote about being blocked, and they were mad that I printed out the blocked screenshot for her to sign, even though that's something she's signed before and finds funny. The reason I'm blocked is also a stupid and unserious reason, and I stand by that. Okay? Hold on, KO. Don't... I can't tell you about his age yet. I want you to see the reveal. It's too good. So, this person printed out a this looks like it's like printed on a pillow or something. I don't know if it's printed out, but this is like a, okay, no, so it's in like a binder maybe? I don't know. So this is the Doja Cat blocked you thing that he wanted her to sign. Because I don't know. I get, maybe that's a thing with Doja Cat fans. I'm not into the fandom enough to know the details, right? So I'm not gonna read this out loud, but this is the interaction that caused Doja Cat to block this person. Okay? So, Doja, I was kidding, unblock me right now. Another response, y'all tell her to unblock me, this is so unserious, crying face. Every album has a worst song on it, and I just named a song. Like, it's not even that serious, Doja. I thought you knew I loved you. Another crying face. And then the next person just says, nobody asked. You know, I mean, this person just gets relentlessly just roasted. Just constantly. So that was whatever this interaction was. Whatever's happening here, Doja had the foresight, okay? She could, like, detect this weirdo just from this one strange interaction, like I should have been able to do at the grocery store. And she blocked this person, okay? This was 4/26, okay? April 26th of this year. So, understandably, the security personnel did not like the looks of this situation. This person shows up. We don't know who they are at this point. You know, could be girl, could be guy. We don't know. We don't know the age. Oh, that's funny, Becky. So I cannot fault Doja Cat's security for not letting this person in, because I mean, just what we know about him so far is this is unhinged. But they're upset because they spent a lot of money to get to this event, okay? I'm trying to get through the story here. And so, you know, they say they were joking about the whole thing, the reason that they got blocked by Doja Cat and blah, blah, blah. The Icon staff, this part is rich, okay? This is called a parasocial relationship, kids, okay? That means you think you know a person because you watch them through a screen. But you really only know, you know, what they're showing you. And they don't know you by you watching them through the screen. So, truly, the Icon staff do not know who Doja Cat is as a person. But Steven does. Steven knows who Doja Cat is as a person. That might be a red flag for other artists, but not for Doja. I swear, they don't understand Doja's humor. Like, this is just... I mean, is she sharpening the knife? I swear. I want to clarify that I'm not upset at Doja. I mean, clearly after being blocked, I was still a stan. I still supported her, defended her, and streamed her music. I never turned on her, and still won't after this mishap. She's tagged in hopes that this thread reaches her. Oh my goodness. I hope it did, so that she knows that she did the right thing. Absolutely not, Meech. No. We still are. Absolutely. See, this is... These... This is a different level, okay? These guys... I don't know what it is about the parasocial thing that makes people act this way. Especially, it always ends up being a guy. You know? It's always just, guys, we're just, you know, if you're thinking about doing some stuff like this, gentlemen, just chill, okay? No one wants this kind of behavior, and they don't appreciate it. It's scary, actually. It's terrifying to women when they do this kind of thing. I was still a stan, right? Like, he should have taken that block as like, oh, hey, maybe, you know, I could go outside and listen to Doja Cat and Ariana and not be beholden to this disease. Okay, in hopes that she discusses this with her security. Yeah, I'm sure she's having a meeting about it right now. In hopes that the misunderstanding doesn't happen again with another fan, in hopes that maybe things could be made better for me, that I could meet Doja, but overall in hopes that Airbnb refunds me for everything. Okay. I hope one day when I make it out there, because I will. Is that a threat? I hope one day, when I make it out there, because I will, that me and Doja can laugh about this. But laughter is the very last thing I'm doing right now. But this isn't the end, though it feels like it. This is a very stoic... This is, at this point in the story, we know we're dealing with a very angsty... Man. This is so... It's so dramatic. We haven't revealed the age yet, Jelly. I'm saving it for the end. So, this is what the person brought to the fan event. So, like, I guess it wasn't that much stuff as they were purporting in the comments, but I mean, that's a lot of stuff. Like, why'd you bring that's a whole gift bag that this person brought for Doja Cat. Okay, so here's our first clue, though. Look at the shoes, right? That's a real nice shoe. It's all shined up, little square toe. Okay. Person might have some style, right? Might be a Casanova. I'm not sure what this stuff is here. Oh, this is some art that Steven has done for Doja. Some needlepoint, it looks like. So heartbroken is an understatement. I was whisked away before the cocktails part. I will describe in another thread everything that happened before I was kicked out and after. But this is all I have to remember the event. I don't know what this is. Maybe the invitation. To make matters worse, after I was shuttled back, one of the Icon's employees sat there basically invalidating my feelings and trying to get me to not make this very thread. I'm sorry, but I was wronged, and I'm going to put it on blast. The level of just absolute delusion here. I mean, the Icon's employees sat there basically invalidating my feelings and trying to make me not make this thread. Really? Did they? I doubt that very much. I think a lot of this stuff is happening inside of one person's head, and that's it. Because the other people that were involved have a way different story about it. Yes, it is. He is so dramatic. Art and needlepoint. Yes. Right? Like, what? That's, I mean, you know, if that's your thing and that's, you know, your talent, that's, I guess, that's a cool thing. But you got to understand when you're meeting someone who doesn't know you, you know, you got to act in a different way. And okay, where are we at here? Also, not to mention, it hurts a little bit. Hurts a little bit more knowing that a lot of people there were casual fans who could barely name a song on Amala. And I, who can name her entire unreleased discography, was kicked out. This is a theater kid. It's gotta be, right? Something. I mean, this is suspense here. I have a diagnosed anxiety disorder. All of this is not going over well with me. I was supposed to be having a fun night, and I'm supposed to go out to clubs and bars with some of the other people, and now my whole night is ruined. I'm devastated. So, I guess I missed this. This is all just like live tweeting, like he just was just posting this like as it's happening. Like this is just, like it's what's wild. There's too much misinformation about my situation, so read this before you jump to extreme conclusions. And then he's got this big long thing about why he's leaving Twitter, and you know. If you want to read all this, you're welcome to, but the comments really are what we're here for, okay? This guy had a similar feeling to me. No idea why this popped up in my feed, as I have no idea who you are, and I don't listen to Doja, but you seemed deranged, I'm not gonna lie. You could have just turned up and enjoyed the night like a normal person, no? Apparently not. One thing about the comments, they are not on your side. Sending healing, and hopefully y'all can figure things out. That was very nice. This one person posted a a little video update. You know, a lot of these people are being really mean. I'm not gonna, you know, read all of their mean stuff, but you know what they're saying. Yes, exactly, KO, deranged. It is, yes, it is like the bunny suit guy, right? See, it is KO. It is exactly like that. It's, I don't know. Some people can't draw the line, I guess, and I think in his head, you know, they had a bigger relationship than in real life. But we gotta get to this. Okay, all right. Now we gotta be careful here because this is this is copyrighted music. But I think you guys need to hear the debut of Mr. Steven here. I'm gonna leave. I think I'm gonna leave the background music kind of playing because I believe it's a cappella. But I'm gonna play this for you guys. This is when I first heard this, I gotta be honest, I thought that this guy wrote this song. I was giving him way too much credit. It's an Ariana Grande song called 34 plus 35 or 35 plus 34, one of those two. So let's hear the musical stylings of Steven. Okay?
You might think I'm crazy, the way I've been craving. If I put it quite plainly, just give me them babies.
Give me the babies.
So what you doing tonight? Better say doing you right. Watching movies, but we ain't seen a thing tonight.
Okay. Get this man a record deal, right, Meech? I didn't know that this was a real song, and I listened to it, and I won't play it because I'll get in big trouble, but it sounds way different when Ariana sings it. Like it's totally different notes and everything. Like I don't know. Like if I heard just this, I would assume that this person has never heard the song and they're just reading the lyrics to it, because the singing, the notes are they're nothing like the real song. I don't know if you guys know this song by Ariana. Steven is an AI experiment. AI, okay? AI music is terrible, but they're trying. You know what I mean? And I think they're doing better than this.
I don't wanna keep you up, but show me, can you keep it up? Cause I don't have to keep you up. Shit, maybe I'ma keep you up, boy.
Guys. KO says he's a bot in real life. I don't know this song. Yeah, I didn't know the song either. But man, when I heard him belting it out, I knew you guys had to hear it.
I've been drinking coffee and I've been eating healthy.
I like that part.
Drinking coffee and I've been eating healthy. You know I keep it squeaky.
And he is feeling himself right now. You know? Like, look at his face. We gotta, like, the first half he was a little bit nervous, you could tell. Let's blow this up a little bit. Okay. The first half he was a little nervous, but like he is like bopping. He's feeling himself in the end here.
I've been drinking coffee and I've been eating healthy. You know I keep it squeaky, saving up my energy.
I don't know what keeping it squeaky means, but he is saving up his energy. And to be honest, I'm kind of scared as to what's going to happen when he releases that energy that he's keeping or storing, or I don't know.
Can you stay up all night? Fuck me to the day.
Okay, wow. Okay. I didn't know he was gonna drop the F-bomb. Come on, Steven. Sheesh. Okay, maybe we won't listen to the end here. Jeez. Steven is, he got a little crazy there on me at the end. Yeah, I just, that is great. That's great stuff. I mean, I don't know how Doja, didn't immediately sign this guy.
The way I've been craving, if I put it quite plainly.
And him busting out that Ariana, she's probably feeling threatened at this point. Him singing her song better than she did, But yeah, I encourage you to check out the song. Let me make sure that I'm getting the name right here before I send you looking for some weird thing. It is called 34 plus 35. So I'll leave that innuendo explanation to your own mind. But yeah, this guy gave me so much joy and laughter. And also terrified me a lot. But
just give me them babies.
Doja knew. She knew right away. He said 2 words to her and she was like, nope, blocked, gone, out of here. I feel like we can learn from her, Sometimes you don't have to worry about being nice and offending the person. You just need to trust your first instinct, And yeah, he gives me sadness. He says, yes. Oh, that's funny. Yes, I oh my gosh, that's funny. Has the FBI been to Steven's house yet? Oh my goodness, that has got to be next, right? Like, oh my lord. Everyone basically just saying, this is exactly why they didn't want you in here. You're just confirming it for everyone, basically. Don't listen to parasocials. Signed, a parasocial. But yeah, that was another part that I skipped over, where he was like saying about how the other parasocials were spreading false misinformation about Steven. And I don't want to spread misinformation, okay? Steven does need some separation from the internet, though, I feel like. Yeah, so a lot of people have the clips from the Stan music video. I thought that was pretty good. But yeah, man, that song that he dropped, it is just so good. So good. So I just thought I'd share that fun one with y'all. And we got one more fun thing before we wrap it up. I know a lot of you guys fly for work and stuff, so I feel bad for this poor kid. How old is he? I need to know. You know what? I don't know how old he is. He seems to be, at the very least, of legal drinking age, referencing like going to bars and stuff. So he's got to be like maybe mid-20s. He does kind of have a baby face, so he might be a little older than that. But yeah, mid-20s looks like to me. Oh yeah, it's kind of small here. Yeah, I think he's probably mid-20s. And, no shade. The guy, he's a good-looking dude, and he could have a normal relationship with a normal girl, if he can let go of this parasocial stuff. Yeah, it is. Meech says this is what happened when people had access to celebrities via socials. Exactly. Like they truly believe they know them. Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. They just think, because they know all of these things about the celebrity, or oftentimes just about a character that the person has played, and they kind of have these ideas in their head about how things are gonna be. Like he is referencing like his future with her and how they're gonna be together someday and laugh about this. Like he is not healed, but he is okay. He did reference something in the beginning that I didn't show that kind of made me concerned for his well-being, but the newer stuff that the person has posted kind of confirm, like that they're taking a break from social media, which great. That's what you need, Steven. Get out here and talk to humans, talk to some real people, and have a normal social interaction, and don't bring crazy gifts when you go on a date with somebody. Don't bring a full page letter with your pink handwriting. That's scary stuff. I mean, like when we were young, I mean, geez, I'm twice this guy's age probably. But, I remember in the days before cell phones, we used to write each other notes, like maybe you're not going to see a person or something like that, or you have something to talk about, but you don't have a class together or whatever. You'd write them notes, But like, that was 8th grade. Like, it's time to grow up, my man. You gotta think about this, and how you come off to other people. Are you wanting? I don't know. KO says, are you wanting to grow this and have people know you're doing this, or is it a small thing you're doing? I'm just doing it for you guys, and it's kind of helping me to improve my camera shyness, because, I make YouTube videos, and I hate being in them, but this is kind of helping me to entertain that idea without the risk of, the cruel world actually judging me. At least I get, at least I have you guys here, just being positive and chatting me up. I appreciate you coming. But yeah, I figure Monday and Friday we'll just have a fun story, chat about whatever you guys want to chat about. And I'll find some wild stuff that you probably aren't going to hear on the news. If you're expecting like hard-hitting news stories or late-breaking whatever, that's not this. I'm not that guy. But I oh, thank you guys. Appreciate that. I don't plan on having like any kind of like breaking news or anything like that. I just thought, you know, we can talk about something funny that happened online. We can all have something to laugh about. And that's enough for me. You know, if you guys want to come hang, that's awesome. I appreciate you being here. And 13 people subscribed, so I don't know who all of these people are, but thank you guys. I appreciate it. And yeah, I just okay, yeah. So I do have one more thing. Did you forget the picture? No, I did not forget the picture. This is a thing that is packed away. I need to get it out because it's, you know, it's, yeah, I have it protected so that it doesn't get damaged, and so I just have to get it out. And maybe I can scan it. I don't know. I'll try and scan it into the computer, and that way you guys can see my my Halloween costume from 6th grade that we talked about on Friday. When am I getting on the 1s and 2s? I probably will not on this stream because we will get in trouble. I don't know how these other accounts get away with it, because in my experience, if you play any kind of music that's copyright, like they don't even, like, they take your video down immediately. Like the stream would just cut if I just started playing like Ariana Grande right now. They would cut it immediately. But yeah, I mean, I play, you know, I like house music and old school hip hop, and a lot of my vinyl collection is that. And then I also have, you know, have inherited collections from several like older people that I've known over the years that have got rid of their records. So I've got just, I mean, wild stuff. I mean, I'll dig through there and I'll try and find some stuff we probably could play. But I still have to set that up. I also have, I don't know if you guys can see that on the screen or not. My, have this guy here. You still can't see it. It's yeah, I can't really pull it all the way out, but it's like it's a MIDI controller. So we can make live music on the stream if you guys want to mess around with that stuff, or, you know, I don't know what you guys want to do, but right now in the background, this is called Streambeats by Harris Heller, and he produces all this music and allows people to use it without any kind of license, or he gives the license for free, so it's nice. How do people with video stuff on YouTube? Because it's not a live cover of things. Yeah, so I actually don't know the answer to that, because like I follow a couple accounts that are DJs, like house DJs, and they play stuff on there. And so I don't know, maybe if you're mixing it to a certain degree, you're creating a new song. But I don't know enough about the rules on that, and I don't want to get in trouble with copyright stuff. So I just play these free jams, and I actually have like I set it up so I have all the controls for that over here. So if you guys hear a song you don't like, I have a button over here I can hit to remove it from the list. You know, we can skip songs, we can add new songs. So I'll get a couple other playlists together, and you know, kind of try and keep it fresh so it's not the same stuff every time. But I kind of like that first track as like a theme song, so I don't know if you guys like that one or not. So happy to take input on that. Yeah, Nancy, I don't know where he is. He did subscribe. Negative Nancy, our friend Negative Nancy. He subscribed. But it might be the wrong time of day for him. I told him we would do Friday shows too, so he said he can come on Fridays. So Mondays and Fridays, 6 o'clock. If that works for you guys, we can, go later or earlier. I just thought it'd be, quick and get done before it's too late, and you guys can get your kids to bed and get back to your evening. But he's at work. He's back on nights right now. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So, well, that's okay. He can go back and watch it at 3 in the morning or whenever he gets home. So, but oh, he is here. What's up, my man? Hey, no big deal. He was here. See, you summoned him. Oh, there's no notifications. Oh, that's weird. I will, I think Jelly said something about she didn't get a notification, so I'll make sure I have that box checked, because there is an option, when you go to post, it says like notify subscribers. And also there's another thing I can do where I can schedule the live, and it will show up like earlier in the day, and you can click on it and it will say, notify me when this video goes live. And if you hit notify on the video, whether you're subscribed or not, it will notify you when I start streaming. So I will start doing that for Fridays, and that way it'll pop up earlier. Yeah, you've seen other channels do that before. Yes, okay, yeah. So it'll be just like that. I just to be honest, before today I didn't know how to do it in OBS, but now I have learned the skill, and it just means I'll have to actually make the thumbnail beforehand, and not just go live with a black screen. Actually, I don't know, does it pop up with like a screenshot, or did anyone see the thumbnail? I don't know, but yeah, I'll take some photos or something, try and get a thumbnail thing together, and then probably switch up the lighting too for Friday. Or yeah, I guess Thursday is Halloween, so we can hear everybody's stories about trick or treat and all of that mess. KO says I might miss Friday. I have a thing to do, but hey, that's okay. No big deal at all. I appreciate you being here when you are. It's a screenshot of my screen right now. Okay, that's not bad. I mean, one guy we know uses the same thumbnail for every video, so I guess I could do that. I went crazy on the crumble cookie one. I don't know why. Oh, okay. KO says she'll have some cute animals to share. She's going to a thing on Wednesday. All right, cool. And yeah, I've got some cool stories about the hurricane recovery and kind of, the events of the hurricane in North Carolina and in Florida, kind of in Georgia, like the hardest hit areas. So I've got some stuff on there, and then I'm gonna see if CB has some photos of her community she can share with us. We can check out. KO says day 8 of no vapes. Awesome. Congratulations. That's fantastic. CB in the house. Hey, thank you for coming. Yeah, I was just saying, we're going to talk hurricane stuff on Friday. So, I'll be getting that stuff together this week. So if you have any cool pictures or something, send them over to me on Discord. Yes, the troll mask, the head troll. Yes. CB has graced us with her presence. It would see. I agree, KO. That would be interesting. This stuff fascinates me, and you know, the rest of the country, we're all dealing with election nonsense and just our normal, just day-to-day jobs, and we're frustrated about traffic and some weird guy following us around Kroger. But you know, these folks are reeling. You know, 2 hurricanes went through Florida, and a lot of people lost everything, and just the rebuilding efforts that are going on there and in North Carolina are just it's absolutely just inspiring. You know, it's to see the strength of the human will, and you gotta have some will to live on the coast in Florida, because not only are you surrounded by Florida mans, but you got weather constantly coming at you from all sides. It's you know, a beautiful paradise just torn apart so quickly. CB says it really is wild down here. Hard to even fathom. Our voting places have all changed because most of them are destroyed. See, I was thinking about that too, because, you know, you got to find a place that still satisfies whatever the laws are. You know, I'm sure there's regulations about how far away in the district the thing is supposed to be and whatever, and there's so little time left, you know, to get things like that together. And that's just a small, I'm not to say that voting isn't important. Voting is so important, but not as important as human lives, and someone who's lost their house only cares about one thing, and it's getting back to normal and having that place to call home again. And where there's a will, there's a way, CB says. That's right. It really is worth it. I live in paradise. See, and that's the trade-off, you know. It's beautiful down there. You just have to adapt and coexist. So yeah. Luckily I vote by mail, and lots of people here do still, but hard for people who need to vote in person. Exactly. And especially, you know, voting by mail is easy to do if you plan ahead to do it. But if you're just assuming, well, I live a quarter mile from the elementary school where my polling place is or whatever, and then that elementary school is just not there anymore, or is not suitable to house a polling place, you know, you're throwing a lot of people in turmoil, you know, people who are older and can't get around on their own, and that kind of thing. It's a big logistic nightmare down there. And just, I mean, another thing, just the piles of sand. Like, what do you even, I mean, yeah, a bunch of shop vacs down there. Yeah, shop vac and stuff. We need to learn about this. I want to know about the sand recovery. moving the sand back. Because I've seen the sand dredges, they go out in the ocean at night and they shoot the sand back onto the beach when it gets washed away. But like, you need like a truck driving around the streets just sucking the sand up and then dump it back on the beach, spread it back out. I don't know what you do. So I want to know about that. So we'll talk about that on Friday, and I'll get some feel good hurricane recovery stories together for you guys. So yeah, guys, thank you for joining me for this story. And CB says she will drive over tomorrow and maybe catch them in action moving the sand. Oh, okay. See, that's cool. And I mean, even if it's not in action, I want to know, like, kind of, because they got to be using like street sweepers and just, I mean, I don't know. It's crazy to me. And that's just one small part of getting a town back to normal after something like this happens. So it's good news, everyone. Sandboxes are free now. Yeah, exactly. Everyone's sandbox is full for sure. But yeah, guys, I will have all that together for you on Friday, and if you all have any ideas of something else you want to talk about, feel free to send that to me. And yeah, hit that like button, and thank you for subscribing and watching and being my friend. So you guys have a great week, and I will catch you on Friday. Peace. Alright. I don't know why I didn't get a notif when you started.